Good afternoon and welcome to NYFP. This afternoon I'm joined by the president of the Mexico Fund. Good afternoon, Jose. Thank you so much for joining me.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having us here.
Well, ahead of the closing bell here at the New York Stock Exchange, you are here to celebrate your listing on the exchange and also to celebrate 3 decades of investing in Mexico. Can you tell me a little bit about what you invest in?
Well, we invest in Mexican listed securities, essentially equities, on the Mexican Stock Exchange, which become the portfolio of the fund, and the fund trades, among other, in the New York Stock Exchange. The fund was, again, incorporated in 81, so we have now 30 years of activities in this business.
And can you name some of your top holdings?
Yes, of course, América Móvil will be one, which is a very large company that is involved in mobile telephonic services. The fund has as well exposure to some mining companies, for instance, Peñoles and Grupo México. The first one is a producer of gold and silver. The second one, Grupo México, is a producer of copper. Has a significant exposure in Peru. Some other services include the subsidiary of Walmart in Mexico, which is a very large company there. So the fund has about 25 holdings of some of the leading Mexican companies that operate not only in Mexico but as well in other parts of the world.
And my next question for you, Jose, is can you tell me about the performance of the fund?
About the
performance.
The performance of the fund during these last 30 years, the compounded average growth has been of 11.2 times per year. So I think it's a very positive figure that represents the dynamics of the country and of the companies which operate in Mexico.
Okay, Jose, last but not least, before we wrap it up for today's interview, I want to ask you a little bit about your long-term outlook. Now, last month, in the month of July, Mexico posted its first trade deficit on a monthly basis in 2011. But how do you see overall economic fundamentals affecting your investments?
Well, certainly we are living in times of high volatility derived from the situation that is prevailing in Europe, which is affecting all over the world, plus the situation in the United States that as well has worldwide effects. The decline of the rating of the senior government debt in the U.S., which happened for the first time in history, certainly will have some effects. We are optimistic. We are confident that again equities all over the world will continue producing positive results for investors in this type of instruments, and in the very short term we would expect some volatility, but that we anticipate will decline and will take a more normal course of development in the months to come.
Okay, Jose, well, thank you so much for your insight today and good luck with the closing bell.
Thank you very much.